The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Saturday night, another Modern Comic Mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, the return of Binkies, Jeff, a.k.a. Binkies.
Look at that. Government name and everything.
How you doing, brother?
How I'm doing, that's for certain. It's been a minute.
So that must be an interesting driver's license. 3/Jeff.
Hey, just squeeze the middle name in there.
So, Nate, how you doing, brother?
I got power. I'm doing a hell of a lot better than most.
Yeah, we were talking about that backstage. He's doing good. He's as you can see, he does have power. Well, I shouldn't say you're doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So, but thank you for asking. I'm still checking in Whataburger to make sure, power's still up in certain areas if I decide to leave the house.
So, Brian, I didn't have power, and that late at night is finally when I would get the little bar on my phone, so I would text Yi. I'm like, hey, can you check the Star Wars HasLab to see how many backers there were? Because I had to call a friend of mine some random time early, hey, I need you to put in for the both tiers because I can't get on the internet, and if I lose you, I'm not going to be able to get in. So I had to give my password and everything to get in. He bought it. And then I was trying to find out how many backers there were on Monday. So that was what I was trying to use, what battery I had left to figure out exactly which tiers were achieved in the HasLab.
So it was so funny. He messaged me and I was I wasn't sure which exact Hasbro which one HasLab he was backing. So I sent him the information for the G.I. Joe stuff. And he's like, no, the Star Wars Cantina. Because I was oh, it could go either way. Which one he backed.
I'm like, come on, man, run out of battery over here.
So did you get hit with tropical storm type stuff or what?
Yeah. So I guess I was actually on Monday when I was working. The folks behind me, or not behind me, but when I was talking to them on the video calls. They said it was almost like a horror movie because my power was going in and out, and they were they're waiting for someone to kind of come behind me and just kind of show up and grab me. And then I was in the middle of conversation with 10:30, and they were boom, it was gone. That was it. And then you start watching the wind pick up, and I mean everything just it was. The wind had to be probably around somewhere in the 80s, and so we just replaced the fence on one side. The other side of the fence completely destroyed. And,
oh, wow.
And then I remember getting something from the pool company. They're we do not take furniture out of pools. We do not take. They had this long list of things they would not take out of your pool that you do before they would come in and clean it. And they were trying to get back to regular service, but just everything was just wiped out. It was crazy.
Because so you're on the north side of Houston. I'm on the southwest.
Yeah.
And so it hit me bad pretty much around midnight. It was starting to pick up rain. I lost power probably somewhere around 5 in the morning that day. But my job already knew okay, no one's coming into work on Monday. If you can work remote or whatever. And then because of what my job entails, we always have to have someone on campus during any kind of emergency state. So we always have someone on campus that can, be someone's hands or whatever as needed. So we had someone on campus Sunday night or Sunday evening, at 5 p.m. And then they basically just stay clocked in the entire time until they leave campus. And they didn't leave until Tuesday morning. Just to be, so
fuck that.
And then, yeah.
That sucks, dude.
No, you don't have that problem in Arizona.
No, it's just hotter than fucking hell out here, man. It was 118 the other day.
God.
We've been like 120 with heat index in Baltimore, so it's not all that much different over this way.
And you have a lot more weapons in Baltimore.
Well, you
You
know,
have
there's
machine gun fire and stuff like that, and RPGs. I mean,
duck and cover. Duck and cover is what you say.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on with the bridge over there? Are they like going to start rebuilding that thing or what?
It's going to be a minute, so it's still up for recompete, or not. Excuse me, not recompete. All the contracts are coming in to figure out who's going to do what. They just got the debris, the rest of the debris out, and they are going to have to demo the pieces that are still standing. So they're going to detonate charges over the next couple of months and just break the rest of it at this point.
Wow, that's crazy. That's nuts, man. All right, let's talk some comic books. I was talking to the guys behind the stage or backstage. Well, before we talk comic books, what am I talking about? I hope you enjoyed the session as well as I enjoyed it. I was telling the guys backstage that I quit using blunt wraps for smoking because I've been having this breathing issue, and so so I
are you coughing a lot?
it has nothing to do with the.
So I switched to raw rolling papers, right? Well, I haven't smoked a blunt in probably a month, and I just smoked a blunt, and it fucking rocked my fucking world, bro. Holy cow. It was excellent. So I suggest you guys smoke more blunts. So if you guys enjoyed that, let us know in the chat. Let us know what you're smoking on. And or if you're drinking or if you're just hanging out chilling, that works too. I was going through art I was just fucking around looking at, I got on this like Red Hulk thing where I was looking at all this badass Red Hulk art. And I came across this fucking artist and I was showing the guys, this is one of the baddest, like, Red Hulk. The Wolverine's okay, but the Red Hulk is fucking amazing.
I was about to say,
Absolutely
you could actually
amazing.
take Wolverine out. It'd be a much better picture. Just like look at his mouth. Like
Yeah.
the Hulk.
The Red Hulk.
Menacing.
And so it took me on a search for this artist. Check out this artist. Thank you, Chicago Schultzy, for subscribing. This is the artist, Tauntaun Revolver on IG. And it looks like he's doing Spawn stuff, but that's badass right there. Mm-hmm. He seems like a pretty dope artist. Look at that. That's a good Wolverine.
I love that Wolverine. Like, I don't know why, but something about it like kind of reminds me of, imagine 30 years ago, like he'd be Stephen Platt.
It reminds me of like a mix between like Adlard and Platt, right? And maybe I'm just seeing that because there's guts everywhere. Not Adlard, Tony Moore.
Oh, okay.
That reminds me.
Because I just remember Platt
Moore.
making the guys so much bigger and just like how forceful they were. Like
he does a bunch of. That's badass, man.
Yeah.
With his Wolverine style, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Adam Kubert. Just like some of the exaggeration, like maybe like a 10%. Nothing like style.
You never know. He could have gone to the Kubert school.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, so that makes
badass,
sense.
Whoever he is. It looks like he's got.
Yeah, I forgot about the Kubert school.
Let's see if he's got any covers. I think he was doing Spawn stuff. Yeah. Spawn 318.
Oh.
Let me tell you, man, if McFarlane has that guy, at some point doing Spawn, then there's definitely something there.
It looks like he did anime and video games as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm seeing mentions of like Far Cry, Rainbow Six, just Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Assassin's Creed, some other stuff as well.
Yeah, we couldn't have gotten JR replaced on ASM by somebody like this guy years ago,
Right?
with a
Well,
heartbeat.
Totally.
I mean, we couldn't have gotten JR replaced with the 6th grader, could we?
But nepotism plays no favors in comics. Like
None whatsoever.
I've been going through books, obviously for sales, and I've been going through a lot of like old JR, Amazing Spider-Man. I think he was doing some X-Men stuff that I was looking at, but a lot of Amazing Spider-Man stuff, and it wasn't that bad, dude. Back in the day,
back in the 500s when he did Mr. Negative and when he's doing bi-weekly and Anti-Venom came out, like I don't know what happened, but like I remember picking those up off the rack and I was like, I liked it, and I don't know, I don't know what happened, but when it stopped, boy, it got bad fast. It's awful.
He got kick-assed, bro. Soon as he drew all the kick-ass stuff, he got stuck, I think. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everything he drew after Kick-Ass is exactly that. He got stuck. Yeah, that's not bad.
No.
Mr. Negative's a cool character.
And then that second print where it has Anti-Venom, like the first appearance on the cover, like that's a great cover.
You know what's funny? I almost bought that from the Bedrock in your area. Like one of the first times we were, maybe like one of the first or second times we were supposed to meet. Like,
is that when you got that Jessica Jones one, kind of like around that time?
Yes, that Alias one. Yeah,
for like,
oh wait, just
got it for nothing. The Alias one, the first Jessica Jones.
Yes, because
you got it for nothing.
Yeah, I think I got it for like, I don't remember what they had it at, but it was like 50% of that price. So
yeah, it was. And I think you got it for like $20. Like it was nothing.
It was under that threshold of whatever they had.
Yeah.
And for wall books, that like instead of doing 50% off on everything, they do like 30 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was under that threshold, so they gave me the 50% off. So I was like, kind of like, yeah, I'll take it.
I want to shout out Sinister Titan really quick. This is kind of a cool post. He put up a post saying that he sold a set of the Red Rising Son of Ares stuff for $150 for 1 through 3. He bought them for $3.50 a piece, and he sold them for $150.
Ooh, nice!
That's awesome,
right?
That's a good multiplier.
Yeah. Good
can't
for
complain.
him.
Yeah, can't complain about that.
Yeah, he tagged us on IG. I also got some funny stuff to show you guys. I talked about this on the Hot 10, and I'll just bring it up shortly here. But we've been getting freaking review bombed over on YouTube, man, like crazy. Let me bring this up.
Who did Joe piss off?
Right?
I know Donnie Cates is already upset with them, so
all over a green marker, right?
Yeah. And in the back, I'm trying to remember the backup quarterback for the Cowboys when he hadn't signed that football. He's like, what did you just do? Is Troy Aikman ball? He's like, what the hell is this?
I'm just glad he's not a Tom Brady fan. Got one of one of his autos.
Oh man!
Have you seen his autographs?
Yeah.
These are all the crazy commenters. They all basically say the same thing. And Richie said that it happened over on Spec Media too. So it happened on House of Stein also. And it's all the same fucking messages. It's so weird.
I figured it would carry over to Nearing, and I didn't see it there.
Yeah.
So.
And I also want to shout out this dude, Sequential Geek, and for anybody that ever wonders, I never mute comments. I never block people. I tell my mods not to block people. So I mean, the only way that you're going to get blocked in anything that we do is if you do some really sketch stuff or you're just a plain dickhead. But yeah, I never mute people or comment people. Usually I'm going to make fun of you or be super passive aggressive and ask you to subscribe and like the video if you're a dickhead. But I'm not going to block you. So that's
Just
for
get
anybody
Dennis
out
on.
there. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Let Dennis wear them out.
but YouTube does have it set up so if certain words or phrases are said, that your comments can be held for review. So
Yes, that's what I told the dude. I was like, dude, I haven't muted anything. YouTube will automatically do it sometimes, depending on the words you use in your messages. You know, like YouTube doesn't fuck around, man. Not a bit. I was shout out. I want to give a real quick shout out to Billy over at Economic and Comics, man. That dude's a trooper. Make sure you guys go check out economicsandcomics.com for all your pre bundling FOC buying, and we'll talk about him more. But he's a good dude. He's been going through it, and send positive thoughts and prayers his way and his family's way. But I was talking to him the other day, and he was telling me, like, there's some weird shit that goes on. And here's another person, Swag. Shout out to Swag. Swag says, I get this all the time too. People say I delete their comments when I don't touch any. Yeah, man, exactly. So, that's what I'll say this. One of the cool things that happens sometimes, and I need to get the Discord back up and running so it's not echoing. But one of the cool things about the Discord is, I mean, the Discord's up and running. It's just I don't have it set up to take call-ins right yet. I mean, I can do it. It's just going to be a weird echo, and you're going to hear it, and it'll suck. But one of the cool things that would happen every once in a while is we would go hang out on the Discord after the show, and a bunch of content creators would jump in there. And when you're able to talk to other content creators and figure that shit out, it's really helpful. So I suggest any content creator out there that has a chance to talk to another content creator about that shit, you do it. Because it can be really weird, the type of stuff that goes on in YouTube algorithm, man. All right, back to the rest of the stuff. What did you guys think of the Brave New World trailer?
Meh.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
I haven't seen
I
it.
like the Captain America stuff because it's not so much so tied into the multiverse, and it feels like it's a little more like Jack Ryan. And I think that's kind of what you need after getting lost in all these different parallel universes and different people. Like something clean and easy that someone actually wants to come watch the movie can actually follow.
I'm trying to remember how much I sold my Red Hulk book for, and if that was too early or did I do it in the right time. And then
I sold one. I shipped one out 2 days ago, dude, that I sold in the sale. I sold just on Sunday or something like that, bro. I sold Red Hulk 1 through 10 for $77, right? I mean, that number one sells for that. And then I sold a Michael Turner number one variant.
Oh wow,
that's a beautiful book.
So I sold the Ed McGuinness Heroes Initiative, but I think I sold it on the announcement of Harrison Ford confirmed as Red Hulk or something like that, or like cast as Red Hulk. I think I sold it during that time period. I mean that book's fluctuated so much, like since for the last like 3 years, anyways. Like,
how long have they talked about Red Hulk, Harrison Ford, all this, the Thunderbolts? Like, it feels like it's been going on for perpetuity, I guess, in reverse.
Yeah, a long time, right? We've known about Red Hulk showing up for a long time. So anybody who didn't pick up a bunch of those, I've probably gone through. I mean, it's. I'm glad that I sold those books, and it doesn't really suck because I've got like 4 or 5 more of those Hulk number ones. I know a lot of speculators out there have been sitting on those Hulk 1 books for a good minute, you know.
But the thing is, too, even if you've been sitting on them, like, how much of a market is there now versus? I mean, like, are you trying to expect the market that it used to be? Because everyone's got that. Everyone's got these books. Like,
right.
They're still selling.
I wouldn't pay much for that.
They're selling for
which is good.
A decent amount.
I hope they do. Yeah, I really hope they do. I don't know. I'm curious to kind of see, like, that would be great actually. But you mentioned this, I think last weekend, talking about Deadpool and Wolverine for your Whatnot show. You pulled out a lot of books, and you really didn't have the momentum that you thought you'd have. And that's why I was kind of curious if this is, with all the delays and kind of like we've heard about it so long, do people really kind of get hyped up to go buy the books? I hope they do.
Yeah.
I really want one of these. I think if I see one of these in San Diego, I might have to buy it. Dale Keown's fucking such a good Hulk artist, and the fact that he was doing Red Hulk.
The Hulk artist, but
Yes.
before he went over to Pitt. I mean, obviously Pitt was basically kind of the same thing for Image, but that Turner, man, it is just sick.
Yeah, I swear I sold that this last week.
God, it's such a beautiful book
for cheap too. Whoever got it got a deal. So but that's such a great Image. And here's the thing. Everybody is fucking... I seen Topher. Was it Topher that put up a post today? Let me see if I can find that post. What is it? True First? Or something like that?
Yeah, or is it Comic True First?
There we go. Comic Book True First. Here we go. So, shout out to Topher. You guys know I got a ton of respect for Topher. Other than the fact that he's still with CBSI and that he fucks with Yellowfellow, I got a ton of respect for him. He's a good speculator. He's very smart. He's very good at finding crazy books and crazy firsts and preview appearances. But I find it very interesting the what he's asking this, and we kind of every time we talk about it, we get into this. We got into it on the Hot 10 last night. Topher says, this book exemplifies the biggest problem in collecting comics: consistency. It's a cameo first appearance that doesn't happen in a story. Purists should hate this being called a first appearance. Those who claim a first needs to be within some arbitrary panel count to be a full should also hate it because it is a first appearance. Then story doesn't matter at all. Because if it is a first appearance, then story doesn't matter at all. No one wants to admit it, but story doesn't mean jack. Covers do. It's why so many screwed the pooch on 181, 266, 24, to name a few. I get it. The cover is dope, but call it what it is. Of first via cover only. Personally, I love it because if this is the first appearance, then people are writing a great many comics. I don't know what he means at the last section, but here's what I'll say. Yeah, we care about covers and first appearances on covers these days, but for the vast majority of comic books and comic book collecting, it wasn't about that. It was more about the story. It was more about... And here's the other thing. He's on the cover. He's in the fucking story. It's that character. Yeah, you just don't see him red in the thing because there's a fucking filter or whatever on it. Or somebody's looking through a thing, but he's in the fucking story. Like, I think that we have to either say to ourselves that, hey, this is fucking comics, and a comic writer can write whatever the fuck he wants, however the fuck he wants, have a person show up the way he wants. Like, to say that they need to stick to some type of thing. And I don't know if I would have felt that way a year ago. I probably would have felt more the way, or 2 years ago, I probably would have felt more the way that Topher feels, like, oh, this is how it needs to be, and there needs to be this some type of, and now I'm just like, nah, man, I think we got to get back to a point where it's not just about the cover, it's about what's on the inside. Also, we can't say that it has to fit rigid rules. It's okay that things change and people say that I like this more, and that they talk about this way. You know what I mean? It makes collecting better, in my opinion. It makes people want to go find more books. It makes people want to search through more books. I think we have to, still say that the cover art is good and we love cover art, but try, and it's okay if you just collect cover art, but we also need to just try and say, hey, check out the inside too, man, because so much about collecting is not just about the cover art anymore. If there's no fucking story and there's no character created and there's no, thing, we're not going to get the cool cover art at all. Right?
But Hulk's always had this issue though, right? Ever since the conception of Hulk, right? The issue 1 that he was gray on that cover, and then it was all a printing error. I mean, it's even on the inside books too, right? Or on the interior of the books too, that he was shown gray, and then but the character was actually supposed to be green. So I mean,
I think Tover. I think that's a good point, and I think Tover brings up really good points because you want to talk about like Wolverine or even Venom, like $299 before $300. But I guess the difference with this, is that it's a Hulk title. It's a Red Hulk title. He's on the cover, so it's kind of like for the Red Hulk. So it's almost like an outlier a little bit. And that's the problem. There's just no black and white with it. It's translucent. It goes gray across different borders. So it's just hard. I mean, there's just no like one right way. But it's definitely a fair point.
Oh, so he was green on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that a different issue?
Well, the original, if I'm not mistaken, they originally made him gray because of some type of printing error, right?
Yeah,
and then they put that into the story.
Oh, okay.
Right? Am I wrong about that? Like they made that a storyline? I could be wrong about that.
When he turns green or whatever.
So initially Stan Lee wanted him to be gray, and then I guess there was a problem using gray inks, which is why he became green.
There we go.
And then down the line, it did play into the story because that dictated Savage Hulk.
I'm about to say, and then eventually the inks were okay, and we got gray again.
Yep.
I do like the green. I think
it only took 20 years, right?
It's amazing to think how much the Hulk has evolved. If you see this, you kind of just think like this is just like a big dude that's fucking. You don't think of this. Like
yeah.
And that's the cool thing. He's evolved through those storylines and through different artists and another thing that makes comics cool. But I don't know, man. When there is so many different ways to collect, and that people have been collecting these ways for a long time, origin stories, right? That type of shit. What about prototype characters? I've been going through more of the Marvel Age books lately because, I talked about it the other night, and you find some of these Marvel Age books and you go through them and you'll find crazy things. You'll find, okay, they're doing a story on the X-Men cartoon, X-Men Adventures cartoon, 97 to 92 shit, I mean, and before it's even aired, and they're showing panels and talking about it, people, completists are going to collect that. I don't know if it's going to continue to be a huge spec play, but I don't know, man. It's interesting. There is some interesting stuff in here that I got to show you guys before I move on. So,
can I just say one thing for the folks who are colorblind? Can we stop with the colored Hulks? I'm like, at some point, there can only be so many fucking colors of the same character. It makes it really fucking hard to understand exactly. Oh yeah, we had gray, we had green, gray came back, and then we got red. I'm like, all right, it's like Jesus Christ. Like,
don't forget about yellow.
Yeah, I didn't bring that one up. Yellow, my favorite color. I can actually get that one. Wake Forest. Besides the other ones, they blend together a little bit. God damn. Like, can't we just have like a different character?
So what's worse, the number of color of Hulks or the number of color of goblins?
I don't. The fucking goblin shit is just so ridiculous. There's a green goblin, and the rest is just trash. At least with Hulk, Banner and Ross. I mean, at least there's a difference. The other ones, I don't get into the fucking kids of the Green Goblin, all that shit. What a mess.
let's watch this trailer real quick because I haven't seen it yet. Let's take a look.
Wilson. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for the invite, sir. I have to admit, I'm still getting used to the new look.
They said lose the mustache or lose the election. You and I haven't always agreed in the past, but I want
So he's supposed to be president. Is that what it is?
He is president. Yeah.
to make another run at making Captain America an official military position.
And if we disagree on how to manage this situation, then what happens?
Work with me, Sam. We'll show the world a better way forward.
Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna see the what is it? Patriot? Is that what it's called? The comic that he's in, Isaiah's in, Isaiah Bradley. You're gonna see that pop up in the secondary market.
Red, blue,
now.
and black. The
Red, blue, and
you're
black.
talking about
Yeah,
Truth.
Truth. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Sir, your inner circle has been compromised. Either you can't see that, or you don't want to. What if it's a trap? Global power is shifting. You're just a pawn.
So who dies?
You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers.
You know what's crazy about the Giancarlo Esposito stuff? The fact that they had the movie basically finished and they had to bring him in, write in that character. They wrote that character into the story and to the film and redid and reshot a ton of the film.
I
That's
think
kinda
because
crazy.
Josh mentioned like 2 weeks ago that they did like $100 million in reshoots.
Yeah.
They were-
175.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't mind it just because I remember Rogue One had a lot of reshoots and Rogue One was fantastic. So after that, I was always kind of like, hey, if you have to do it, if you have to clean stuff up, that's fine. The one thing that sticks out about the frame though is the way they had Captain America or had Sam throwing the shield, making it, and then they cut to this, making it look like it's what's cutting through the White House. If the White House getting hit like that, it's got to be the Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
Because if you go back just like 20 seconds, he's throwing the shield, which was in the museum after the series with Bucky.
Let me go back.
But you don't want to. What if it's a trap? Global power is shifting. You're just a pawn.
You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not.
That's badass.
You see Torres right there, get like the new Falcon when they were both flying.
Yeah, it looks badass.
Yeah, I think it looks
I'm
good.
not.
Yeah, that's cool. They're going to really differentiate them with this stuff, which they should. That should be a big
Yeah.
part of the story. No doubt about it.
I think it'll be
I don't-
good, but I don't know that anyone really cares.
I agree.
Being honest,
I do.
Oh well,
I think it'd be great.
So do you think like with how Deadpool does in this next couple of weeks, like that will kind of set the tone of how more people will feel, better or less about Captain America?
I think people are just not going to care. I really think there's just going to be a lot of disinterest. Unfortunately, because I guarantee you it's going to be very good. I think those Captain America standalone films are probably some of the best films in the MCU. But
Yeah.
I think people are going to go, it doesn't tie into a big multiversal thing. Whatever, who cares? You get people that are going to go because Harrison Ford's there, but I don't.
But
know that anyone
I don't think
cares.
people understand the multiverse anyway. I think that's the problem.
Oh no, they don't at all. No, absolutely.
I feel confused as shit watching it. So I'm like, oh, good, something simple like a
No.
Winter Soldier. I'm like,
What are you talking
I feel
about?
like I'm going back to. Yeah, I know. Like that's why I feel like this is. I feel like the Captain America movies have been a little more, maybe grounded. I don't know if that's the right word, but it feels like they're easier to follow and a little bit more like something like more realistic, something that could happen. Like that's why I feel like the Jack Ryan theme seems correct on this.
No, I figured all the audience were like all quantum scientists, so they can easily explain everything.
That story checks out.
All right, let me finish it.
I just really feel bad for watching it because the cherry blossoms. I mean, like it looks like that runs to hell at the end. I was like, shit.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be good. I'm less concerned as the actual quality, but I just, like I said,
The trees don't seem destroyed in those frames.
Because it's cherry blossom season. They last forever.
That's true.
Yeah, until the Hulk gets ahead of, starts rampaging.
That's badass, dude. That's dope. I hope they make this Hulk really, really cool. Give him some cool scenes.
Oh, and it's just not like 2 minutes or less of Red Hulk?
Yeah, that
So
pissed me off.
Here's the question I've got is, and I don't remember much about the series because it was so bad, and so anyone can correct me. Secret Invasion, the one part that stuck out to me, like I remember the ending a little bit, and like you had the president who was different at the time. So kind of and then you had the Skrulls. So, and he was against the Skrulls, so he wanted the Skrulls out. So like, did he get voted out? Did he get assassinated? Was he a Skrull? Like, I'm curious if like that kind of ties in like how Harrison Ford gets in office.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to this. When's it coming out? February 14th. So we've got yeah. We've got a while.
Honestly, I feel like that's a little bit of the problem. Is like it used to seem like you could go from one Marvel movie to the other and kind of like know, like, hey, this is sequentially like what's going to happen.
Mm.
Now you're trying to pull from, okay, I watched that series, kind of what happened, and I do remember like that one part, like She-Hulk, where they had a little bit about like the Red Hulk or about Ford or something along those lines, but I can't. It's hard to place it and try and tie it together and kind of figure out what's going on. It's just it's you know what it is? It's the Acolyte. It's just a fucking mess.
Yeah. Yes.
Before every Marvel
Absolutely.
movie, I need a one minute synopsis of what I should know.
I do like what they do with the comics now. They have like this is what happened before.
Right.
Holy shit.
I mean, like Netflix can do it. Why can't a movie do it now?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
That's funny, dude. All right. Did you guys see the Topps Chrome? What'd you guys think?
I bought a jumbo box. I pre-ordered.
You bought a jumbo?
I pre-ordered the jumbo, and I normally don't even buy jumbos. Whenever I buy a bunch of hobby boxes usually.
Yeah,
I think they look great. I just think the price is so expensive.
It's too much, man. Yeah.
Well, because
weren't they like $150 last year? Is that right for a hobby box?
Look at that.
And now they're like $200.
I want to say it was like $175. I want to say
it wasn't that high.
Look at that.
I thought it was even maybe a little lower because when we were buying them, trust me, I saw those and I sent that to Richie and I was like, these are beautiful.
And they're doing from a 1 of 1 to a 1 in 50.
Yeah.
Or out of 50. So I think there's a 25, 10 and 5.
Yeah. You're right, Yi. They are. They're beautiful.
Yeah, so I mean, so you actually have a realistic chance of pulling that instead of like the Babe Ruth card in Bowman, like his.
The only thing first. I was watching, I think, Spitballing Cards, and they were talking about. So they were comparing to like last year and talking about the guys you're getting, how often you get them, how many cards are in there, how many are in a pack, and then how many rookies there are and how many autos you're going to get. And the chances of actually hitting like one of the autos that you actually want, like Ellie,
it's astronomical.
The math does not work out. It's not even close.
Actually,
because they were talking about how
right
Chrome
here,
comes out, it's more now. They're more.
It says, as usual, rookie autographs will be one of the biggest attractions, and the checklist is a sizable one. Radiating rookies is another option for first-year ink and a much smaller group of possibilities with just 20 players. Is that what these are?
The problem is that the base rookies, they've increased the base size of Chrome, and then they've increased like the number of people that you can get autographs from. So even like those are fantastic.
You can get Vets autograph now in Chrome, which is garbage.
Trash.
Garbage.
Yeah, so because it's instead of last year it was, I don't remember how many cards, but I think it was like, what was the number? 220?
I was gonna say was it under 300? I was thinking like 250. So yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and it's 300 this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they combined Series 1 and Series 2. Oh wait, and
it's just like what you're talking about, Brian, earlier with the was it the Bowman, or we're talking about that they include the vets now as opposed to like just the rookies. I'm trying to remember the product, but like
Mojo.
Mojo. You don't want them. I mean, like that's the whole thing. Like it waters it down so that at that point the chance of really hitting something big makes it really tough.
Yeah.
I just looked at my complete set. It's Series 1 and Series 2 together, so that doesn't help us in this conversation. But last year's Series 1 and Series 2 set was a 660 card set.
Because I remember opening Chrome last year, and they were about 100. I think they started off maybe like 150 and kind of went up to 175, like depending on
well, if you didn't pre-order it and all that.
Yeah, then the shop started kind of running out. But I remember like when Ann and I opened up a couple boxes, and we hit on a couple of things, and we were able to pay off we hit like a Josh Jung 6 of 25 auto, and a Acuna, like whatever that. I can't remember what the.
Oh, the for the buybacks.
And then, we had, you remember Ohtani and Acuna, so you had those buybacks. Yeah. If you got those, you're basically knowing you're getting 30 a piece or something like that.
It was 20. It's 20 a piece.
There was an Acuna that was a short print that we pulled, and then there were a couple other cards. And by the time we opened up like 2 boxes, we had like basically like $1,100, $1,200 worth of value. So we just kind of kept opening boxes.
See, I never
had the money.
See, I never pulled any. I didn't pull that many Acunas, and I didn't pull that many Otanis out of all the Topps Chrome I opened. But
it makes.
I went bigger. I went bigger on the monster boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
The mega boxes from Fanatics for the X Factors.
I tried that. Honestly, I've tried a little bit more from Fanatics, thinking that they may have a little bit more loaded box, but everything I've gotten from them, I really haven't hit on anything at all.
The best thing I hit from a Fanatics blaster was. Oh wait, I didn't even hit a Jason Dominguez rookie on that.
But I will tell the folks in the chat, like if you're collecting cards and you do want to buy from Fanatics, I think I mentioned this to you. If you have an American Express, you can go and claim the offer for Fanatics. If you spend $100, they'll give you $20 back, and they'll do it twice, so you can actually knock down the price by 20% for 2 different orders. Yeah.
Trying to find the autographs.
That Koufax though, man, it is sick.
MVP buybacks. What's this? 2023 MVP buybacks.
Yeah, so whoever the MVP is for American League and National League.
But this is for 2024. Why are they showing it in 2024? Is this some type like a variation?
Oh,
It's almost like, imagine it as almost like just kind of like a promo, because they don't have we don't have this year's.
Oh yeah, I got you. Well, it
So
says
you gotta wait for it
2023.
to get announced.
yeah, so they're just naming 2023s as an example.
Yeah.
So
Here's the rookie
whoever it is.
autos. So you get Andrew Abbott. I'll just go over the people I know. Well, I'll just go through them. Andrew Abbott, Alexander Canario, Angel Felipe, Alec Jacob, AJ Smith Scheuer, Andrew Lipskis, Alec Marsh, Amos Willingham, Alex Sparris, Anthony Veneziano, Austin Wells. That's the first name, right? I've come across that I recognize right there.
Oh man,
That's-
I'm worried
and
about my
that's not-
jumbo box now.
And that's not a great name either, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to keep going until I see somebody that's worth grabbing.
Yeah, keep going.
Colton Cowser right here.
Yeah. Colton's
There's
great.
one. Yep, Colton Cowser. 1. Christian Encarnacion Strand. 2. Curtis Mead. He's a good rookie, a good player. Sedena Raffaella. He's good.
Off the top.
But look, I mean, there's so much fluff that
Next one's almost Ellie when you start getting down to it.
Yeah, as far as I can see, it is Ellie.
Evan Carter.
Yeah.
Oh, Evan Carter.
Evan Carter.
Yeah, right before Ellie's.
Emerson Hancock was a great pitcher at Georgia, and he was first round pick, and he was one of the top 5 guys. But again, Brian, pitchers. It's just
yeah. Henry Davis is a first round pick.
He's
But
number
he's a
one
bust,
overall. He's
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. Jackson Churio,
Yes, Churio's stud.
Junior Caminero.
Yep.
But look how many in between that you got that are just Heston
When you
Kierstad.
get one per box, and you get Isaiah Campbell,
Yeah.
jackpot.
Heston Kierstad, Jason Dominguez.
Kierstad. Yep.
Kierstad's really good.
He's
Dominguez
Holiday
is in
signs
there.
this.
Holiday. Yep. That's good. That's going to be a big card.
Oh, are they gonna do his short print again in Chrome?
We'll check here after this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jackson Merrill.
Lawler.
Yep. Look at all his Orioles.
Jackson Merrill.
I was gonna say,
Oriole.
literally, the set is just like look
If
at all
you
the
get an
Orioles
Oriole,
face and then
you're
look at
good.
all other
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah. Westberg. I mean, it's like Orioles. Is Noelvi Marte in it? He should be, right?
He just came back, I believe. Off the
He's a
suspension.
rookie in Series 2, so he should be. Yeah, Noelvi Marte. So it's all the
Yep.
freaking Reds and the Orioles. Mason Wynn.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, oh, it keeps going. Look at this.
There's a ton.
Pete
dude.
Crow Armstrong.
Tons.
But there's just so much shit in between. Sal Frelick. Yeah, there's a couple.
Trey
and here's the
Cabot.
thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to pick these autos off for cheap in a few months after they come out. Or, you know, you might not be able to get the big super hot guys, but they'll drop. Just buy singles, man. Buy retail and singles. If you want to have the fun opening up something, just buy retail.
So when I was watching that about Speed on the Cards, that's really what they were saying was just that because they've increased the number, it's just so hard to actually get like who you want to get. And then they started going over last year and then who was hot and what they're going for now and with the price. And it's just amazing. Like if you spend the same amount like on a box, like who you can actually get for like, maybe it's not a numbered card, but you can actually get like quite a few of the guys that you like main guys autos for not that much because everybody wants the parallel, so they want a number.
Well, here's the other thing. Okay, so we talked about that. So there's probably 1 out of every 5 rookies is a good auto, right? You got, the people that we said, Wyatt Langford, a couple of ones that I missed. I missed quite, like probably 5 or 6 decent names. And then you got it's about 1 in every 5 is worth. But guess what, you guys? Then you throw in all the non-rookie autos that you get now. Now they have Legends autos, but these are, like Bo Jackson would be cool. Derek Jeter,
Dustin Pedroia.
Ortiz.
No thanks.
Yeah, right. Frank Thomas, George Brett, Greg Maddux, Ichiro would be cool. Johnny Bench would be cool. King Griffey
Honestly,
Jr.
They seem like a better pull than the rookies.
Right? Nolan Ryan, Randy Johnson, Ryan Sandberg. But then I know they also have, don't they have regular vets autos? Where are the vet autos?
There's so many autos just in general.
Bro, I think they did something with those buybacks that they got last year. I think all the buybacks that they got last year, they did something to them and then they repacked them. Because check this out.
Kind of like archives a little bit?
Yeah, because check this out. If you go down, 2023 Chrome buyback autographs. So they probably had Acuna autograph a bunch of them, right?
Acuna and Ohtani.
Ohtani.
Well, Ohtani's not on there.
On here, but no Ohtani. Yeah, because
no Ohtani. Yeah,
everybody wants Ohtani.
I don't see any.
And now with Acuna being hurt, like those wouldn't nearly go for the same amount either.
Yeah, I know, because I pulled this home field advantage, and it's not going for shit.
I don't think the home field advantages though go for like as much as what we used to think, or at least what they used to. Because the ones I pulled, like they're $5-10 cards. Like there's not
unless
Ellie's like higher end. But,
unless if you hit a legend, right?
Yeah.
It's very interesting, man. A lot of autographs, and remember, you're getting. They cut the number of autographs per box, like we were talking about. You used to get 5 autographs per jumbo for years.
Right, and it was 2 for hobbies, right?
Hobby, yep.
No,
2 or 3, wasn't it?
I think it was 2. Is what I saw on a bunch of reviews for it, or for people going over what's happening in Chrome now. But it seems like there's a lot of weird inserts autos now too, right? Are they adding more inserts into this too?
Yes,
I think that's a good point. Yeah,
and then they also have the for this product they also have the negative parallels, like the ice.
Oh, like the 0 for 1.
Like the -1 or the all the way to -5.
Yeah,
the 0 or whatever.
Because they have like the freeze on them.
Yeah,
they look like
icicles or frostbite.
They look like Mr. Freeze from Batman.
Stupid dude. Here's what Topps Chrome is good for. Go pick off your autos, but go pick off your colors. Get your colors on refractors. Get singles. Keep on eBay, Whatnot. Go when everybody's going crazy on Whatnot. Get into a couple breaks, or eBay Live. Get into a couple breaks or something. That type of bullshit.
I feel like with cards, it's almost like you want to trail by a series. So like when Top Series 1 came out, I was like, okay, now's the time to buy Stadium Club. Like at least like the bigger cards. When Series 2 comes out, you get Series 1. Series 2 comes out, or when Chrome comes out, now you can get like the variations you want because like all the interest just completely shifts, and people just all right, that's it.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. All right, back into some trailer talk. Agatha Harkness trailer. I didn't see this one either. Did you guys see this?
I have not seen that one.
Yes.
Another beautiful day.
Surprised to see you out here, Detective. Jane Doe. Found her down here by the water.
Cause?
Blunt force trauma.
What happened to you?
You got murdered.
I have a lead in the case. But
this is totally off. I thought this
What I
was
would
like,
think
did I click?
Yeah.
Did I click the wrong trailer?
No,
is
that's
actually-
it. I like it.
This feeling I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Oh, I have seen this. Wanda.
Is this really how
Oh,
you see
yeah.
yourself? That witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell. Claw your way out. I miss the glory days. She took every bit of power I had, but I can beat that witch again.
Wow, dude, this is interesting. Very interesting.
Well, the gang's all here. Let's hit the road. I'm gonna walk
All
the
right.
witch's road. The road is a death wish. Join me.
This looks like it could be like really sneaky good, but has a really good chance of being really bad.
Is it because it's giving you CW vibes?
Yes. No, it's giving me like a mix between CW and True Blood. Like I look at the like the True Blood part, like, okay, it could be really good, like parts of True Blood, or it could be really bad, and this trailer is nothing what it's like.
When is it coming out? Because like, tell me it's coming out in, towards Halloween.
I think so. I think it's like October.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven?
Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
So the
That
first
scene
two
with the
episodes
moon?
drop September the 18th, and then it's weekly after that, and it's gonna run into
Golly.
November.
Okay.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, you okay? Oh my God! Whoa, what's she doing? Where's she going?
Okay. I don't know about that part. Hey, Brian, can you go back about 3/4 of the way through? There was something. Okay, just play it right here real fast. Someone had like
I
a
can beat
black
that
hair
witch
hood.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, the gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
I'm gonna walk the witch's road. The road is a death wish.
Join me.
Did we go too far?
No, you're
There.
good. It's coming up.
That one?
There. Yeah. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Look at that.
I don't know if that's them or what.
Yeah.
What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven?
Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens. Sweetheart, you okay? Oh my God! Whoa, what's she doing? Where's she going?
No Mephisto and the
No
trailer.
Mephisto.
No Mephisto there. It's Ironheart. That's Mephisto. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm 100% serious. That's where
Ironheart's daughter, or Mephisto's daughter, right?
Yeah, my understanding is that there's going to be like hints of Mephisto at the tail end of this that kind of feeds into that.
Is it Ironheart or Blackheart?
Blackheart is the daughter, but Ironheart is where we're going to see Mephisto get pulled into everything because it's going to be magic versus technology.
Is there actually going to be an Ironheart? Like real?
There is. It's all in the can. It's not going to not get released. I'll put it that way.
What about Armor Wars? Is that still?
Allegedly, that's more up in the air because nothing's really been done for it.
Yeah,
I want to say this is actually the Build-A-Figure they just leaked with Marvel, so that would make sense. I think I want to say like last month, Blackheart was the Build-A-Figure for the new figures, for the Marvel figures they've got coming out.
Yeah, it's a cool character. What's the new Marvel figures they got coming out? Does it?
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
Let's take a look. Is that it?
Yep. I mean, it's basically. Well, now that's the old one, but I mean, it's just very plain. Like you don't see the eyes, and it's just. I was like, it looks very just dull. Say that.
Huh. There it is.
Because I'd be curious to see if they actually put Hallows Eve into the Agatha series.
That's cool that they have Dracula. That's cool. They have Brother Voodoo.
Helverine.
Yeah, Helverine.
Oh, I like the new packaging.
Yeah.
Packaging is way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
Dude, I don't know how to store
That's the best, actually. That's the best looking one right there.
Like,
yeah,
the shapes they have
I love
now,
this Brother Voodoo.
or the previous iteration shapes of Marvel Legends. I'm like, how do you stack this? Like, you have to stack them super weird to make them into a square shape.
Dude, they look. I like that Dracula. That Dracula's dope.
Yeah. They've got some good looking figures. I just didn't think the Blackheart looked that great when they put it up.
No.
The picture looks better than when they actually put it on the display when they did the but the Hasbro Pulse Live for the Marvel event. It just seemed very just blah.
That's badass figure right there, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they don't have points of articulation, 78 points of articulation taking pictures of the figures.
Yep, I agree. Let's see here. Let's go take a look at. Let's get into FOC. All right. Let's go take a look at our boy Lefteros' stuff. The J. Scott Campbell books are continuing to roll out, and everybody's going crazy for the Psylocke book this week. Well, get ready.
Oh, it's the magic one this week, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool Universe, the new EC Comics science fiction series, is going to start. Got a pretty cool Greg Smallwood cover there.
I do like that cover.
Yeah. Oh, I need to add those. I need to go to my shop and tell them, like, any of these new EC comics, just add it to my pull box, please.
Yeah. Gotham City Sirens got a Ji-Hung Lee Catwoman.
Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah. New Power Fantasy #1, new series about 6 people with superpowers that can destroy the planet. Kieran Gillen story. I like Kieran Gillen. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's probably pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking cover, too.
Yeah. Spider-Boy #10, introduction of the Spider Warriors from the 90s animated series. That's interesting. They're realizing how important nostalgia is.
But are they going to come out and play?
Looks like it. It looks like it. Spider Society #1, first team appearance of the Sinister Squadron.
Sure.
Look at Is that a
Sure.
Spider-Man version of Craven?
The answer is yes.
Jesus. Ultimates number 3. First
Some
appearance of
interesting
Earth 616
font
She-Hulk.
choices on that Spider Society, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait, are they going with the title Spider Society because they said they weren't going to use Spider Verse anymore?
Probably.
Is this what's happening here?
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Copa America font bad, but that's some pretty poor font choice there.
Was it
X
Arial?
Factor.
Did they go with Arial on that one?
The Copa actually pulled out Comic Sans this year.
Mm.
Zyber. Who's Zyber? Zyber and Granny Smite. New characters. 2 new mutants. What the fuck? I gotta look into that. We'll look into that. Here's the book. X-Men 2, the Campbell variant. Get the 1 in 100.
And I'll still die on the hill. I like this cover better than the Psylocke.
I think they're both good.
I mean, they're both good.
both-
Don't get me wrong. You know,
Yeah.
you should own both. Like, you should be reading this, but like, yeah. But maybe it's just my biased opinion of liking Magic a little bit more than Psylocke.
So remember, you guys, I'm dropping this link in the chat. Anytime that you go over here to Economics and Comics FOC bundle page, you guys can buy any of these. He does bundle packs, and then he gives away whatever ratios he can get. He'll give away a couple ratios every week, free to random people. So you might get if you order something, you're getting them at good prices, and then you also get you could get a free ratio, every once in a while. So that's a pretty good deal. Art Germ Spider Society variant.
I've seen that cover before.
Yeah.
From Art Germ.
I've seen this cover before.
Yeah. Never. Not once. Was it Clayton Crane that did that one?
Yeah. Look at this Greg Land cover is horrible. Greg Land's faces are so bad.
And he had
bad.
every opportunity to cover up the face too.
Yeah. Kill all
Not even
immortals,
just the
Ivan
face.
Tao.
Just that whole cover was bad.
Yeah, I agree.
The face is the worst part, but there's nothing going on there.
Gun Honey Captain America cover. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Really good Fantastic Four cover for Thing. You don't really see very good Thing covers as much as you see good Hulk covers. But every once in a while there's a good one, and that's a good one. And I love, speaking of bad fonts for trade dress, I do like the Fantastic Four trade.
See, I think that actually looks good there. That Spider Society, though, awful.
Oh, it was bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at this. Raza Helverine variant. That's pretty good. Other than this, he shouldn't have put this in there. That's terrible.
It's okay.
That's this disco stuff, man. Holy cow.
And it must be
Here's
snowing in the Marvel office or something.
All right. Here's your X-Men book on an Amazing Spider-Man.
Why not?
That's not going to be confusing 5 years from now at
It's
all.
better than JR's art, so pick what you get.
Nate, have you read Scarlet yet?
Not number 2. I've read number 1.
It's not good, dude. I'll just say that. It hasn't been very good, man. I want it to be good. That's a good cover. Yeah, I'm a little worried about it. As a matter of fact, I want to go look.
as soon as you showed the cover and they actually have like the Chinese characters, I'm always expecting they've got the sign of the Raja Kaji, which would actually be below them. So I'm curious. There's got to be some meaning as to the characters they put on there.
Well, I love that they're using the Arashikaji stuff. It's badass.
And obviously, it's not an S and an S because they'd be the same for like Storm Shadow or Scarlet. So it's got to be something. Maybe Snake Eyes, SE.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look and see if we got any good covers. I mean, that one's not too bad. The cover B. That's the
See, I
one
did
in
like
10.
the first one where Jinx was in there, like how they started off with.
Ooh, that's good. There. Speaking of Jinx,
yeah,
the
Yeah, I
1 in
like those
25s have been great.
yeah.
That's going to be a really neat set to see put all together if someone's been collecting all the titles.
Yeah, the 125s.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just been picking up the characters I like.
Yeah, this website is League of Comic Geeks. League of Comic Geeks. Link in the chat. Was there a link in the chat? Oh yeah.
Oh, it was the.
No, yeah. The website where you guys can go buy the books and get the random he'll throw random ratio variants in. Is Economics and Comics.
Make sure
This is
you use the
great
code.
cover.
No, I'm just joking.
Jeff Spokes. That's a good cover. Ooh, that's a 1 in 50 right there. That's really good. I like that.
Who is that? I don't recognize the art at all.
Eric Cañete.
Huh. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I agree. Jeff, have you been reading DC lately?
No, I have not.
Dude, this Absolute Power stuff sounds so bad.
I've seen the descriptions, just like,
oh, bro. And Nate, did you read the Brainiac stuff?
So when the power was out, I was able to catch up on everything, and so I read all of them. And the Brainiac stuff I thought was pretty good. Honestly, I thought the best part was Lobo and Caesarians and like teaming up with Superman and kind of going like. I thought that was neat. I thought the female Brainiac, like the bad guy,
Queen
developed.
Brainiac, yeah.
Yeah, I thought like she looked really cool. And then there just kind of fell off. Like there wasn't anything to it.
She's a big part of this new Absolute Power run. She's the weapon that kind of, I think, takes away all the heroes' powers and shit.
So they did have the first page or two, and it showed Superman getting shot and like him falling back with the blood. And so honestly, I love the Dan Moore art, so I'm going to give it a shot, just kind of see how it goes. But I haven't read much DC, but I will tell you Green Lantern is really, really good.
Yeah. Green Lantern 13 came out. Was it Green Lantern 13 that came out?
I haven't got last one I got was 12. I haven't gotten 13 yet, but 12 was when Star Sapphire left Nate, and then you got Theros. I mean, it's a really good title right now. And the art's really good too.
Venomore stuff is happening. So you got Venomore, Venom 36, David Yarden, Ultimates in Huck Lee, Star Wars Darth Vader 49. These are all decent covers, but this cover right here is interesting, man. I like that.
The little kind of flags or the bird wings on his eyes.
The vulture. Yeah.
Yeah.
The little vulture. Yeah. Very cool.
That's a great cover.
It's clever.
Yeah.
Very clever.
I appreciate the fact that it actually ties into the storyline as well.
Yes.
Something that's often lost.
Amen.
What? You mean a cover that makes sense? I know.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's a foreign concept here. I don't know if that's allowed.
It must be exclusive.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Unknown Comics exclusive.
see here. Gotham City Sirens. There's the Cruel Universe stuff. Batman. Absolute Power. Perillo. There's the second release poster cover. This Deadpool team up is interesting to me. There's a foil variant for it. Nakayama. X-Men 2. Here's the... Let's just do this. Let's go look at them all.
Hey, Jeff, have you been reading Miles?
I'm backed up a little bit on it. It's been all right.
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay.
Just curious, because like that's always one of those titles. Like it feels like sometimes I'll pick it up, a couple of issues, and it's just like, yeah.
It's not bad. It's also not.
It's not great. It's just kind of
it exists. I mean, it has its market. Honestly, it's not aimed at, I would say, older readers. I'd say it's more teenage reader. So,
I love that cover. I love that Magic cover.
Oh yeah,
I think that's
all
the
these covers
best
are good.
one.
Yeah,
there are a lot of good ones, but I think that is the best one.
Look at the 1 in 50 or 1 in 25. This is Torrin Clark. This is really good.
That's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Honestly, even the A cover is really good too.
Yes, I agree. This is the Nakayama. That's good. They're all good. This is the only one that's not good. The disco one.
Oh, there was an alt cover for the disco one. It was a little bit better, but it didn't look that much better.
Speaking of unknown
that
comics.
One's good. Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right, let's
Control Shift T.
X Factor. Yeah. Red Before Black. Is that Dave Johnson? Here's more Penthouse books. Boy Wonder, number 4. I heard that's been terrible.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, there's a Raza swimsuit cover.
Yeah, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, I'm good. Nope. Nope. That is very odd color palette.
Yeah. Very
but
odd
when you
art.
Like if you just hear those titles together, like Gotham swimsuit and Raza, you're gonna think it's gonna be something good, right?
You would think it's good. You would think it'd be a little bit darker and not look like cotton candy.
True. Oh, a Batman Adventures 12 homage? You don't say?
Yeah. Pass.
Cotton candy.
Yep.
Womp womp.
I like these. I always love these. Deadpool team up. Absolute Power second printing. Venom. Wolverine annual. Yada yada yada. Coca-Cola variant. What?
That
I get.
So, not that I'm a huge fan of it, but that is something to keep an eye on.
Because of the branding of allowing Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola collectors go crazy for anything.
Yep.
That's weird. But they're doing they got those Coca-Cola things. With the,
I wonder where
the movie.
I wonder where we're gonna see those Pepsi variants at.
In the trash. Have you? Is that the only? Let me tell you, man. There is no comparison. And I'm from North Carolina, and Coke is way better. Is that the only Coke issue? Like one that has Coke on it?
No,
are there a
it's
couple?
not.
Okay.
So this is a whole thing that's going to be happening. It looks like Marvel and Coca-Cola bring the Marvel Universe to life in new variant covers starting this August. Marvel and Coca-Cola assembled for an unprecedented global campaign that has brought the Marvel Universe to life in an exhilarating new commercial and saw Marvel's most iconic characters take over Coca-Cola products in limited edition designs.
That's why Deadpool and
Limited.
Wolverine are on the Coke cans right now.
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense.
Daredevil, Scroll.
Daredevil. Yep, I saw that one. Oh,
Inspired by the commercial, 6 Coca-Cola variant covers spotlight the magic of Marvel Comics, Coca-Cola, and comic book shops. So there's going to be Avengers 17, Deadpool 5, that Moon Knight that we saw, Fantastic Four 24, Scarlet Witch 3, and Deadpool Team Up 1.
So this is the first appearance of Coke in a comic?
Probably not.
Depends on how you define it, I guess.
I was just joking.
I knew you were going that way. And I think Derek nailed it in the chat. Pepsi is trash.
Yeah. Pepsi is trash.
But it may be
Pepsi tastes like it's flat.
Yeah, it always tastes like it's flat. Or someone spit in it too.
Ooh.
It was.
That's a cool cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're ending all the Star Wars stuff, right?
Yeah, 50. Thank God.
Sly Moore.
It's because they caught up to Return of the Jedi.
They need a little kickstart. The stories haven't. They've gone a little dry.
Haven't moved the needle in a while.
I honestly don't mind so much some of the regular series with Lando. I kind of like with the. It feels like the whole thing with him being in court and being held up, it feels like it's gone on a little too long. I think the idea was there, but it's probably time for a refresh for everything.
Was that story that was written by Jock too? That live?
Yeah, I like what Distillery's doing, but somebody made a great point to me the other day about Distillery. Distillery needs to print in regular comic book size. Them printing in magazine size makes people not want to buy their shit. Yeah.
I mean, and then like it doesn't even matter if it's in that prestige format, like you could still leave it in that if that's all you're trying to like do.
It's just like Last Ronin. Like, how big a pain in the ass was that? Like,
there was no standard size bags and boards to fit that because like magazines weren't big enough, and then like Golden Age was too big, and you had to cut it down.
And then you get the 1 in 25s and 1 in 50s, and you're sending them CGC like, oh, they got to be in the bigger ones. I'm like, oh god damn! I'm like, it's just a huge pain in the ass.
I had the Justin Roland set, and I still haven't taken it out of the package just because I know it was a pain in the butt. Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna leave it in the package. Like I know what it is. Like
when they give out those ash cans.
Oh my god, I have one, and like
they're paper thin, and it's just like the first ones were in my pull box at Bedrock, and one of them they were just bent all the way over, and I'm like, what the hell, man? I was like,
yeah, I claimed one on one of their live sales and picked it up in the store.
Yeah, I had a better experience doing something similar to that, the second one, because the first one was just a disaster.
Oh.
Because they couldn't put anything. There was nothing to hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just having this, like, yeah. They will sell more books, in my opinion, if they make them regular comic book size. That's a good cover.
Yeah. I got I won at my shop the number 5. It was the gold foil. It was like the 1 in 10 or something along those lines, and it looks great. Of number 5 for the Thundercats.
That's beautiful right there. Holy cow. That's gorgeous.
How dare you slander my CGC 10s? That's funny.
Reminds me of that binary cover.
Right? This is a beautiful.
I hope this is a good story. I really do. Because you don't know any background between like Panthro, Chitara, Tigra. So hopefully this is done well and they start doing all the other characters.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. More of the Penthouse stuff. That's interesting. Let me take a look at this.
Shout out my friend Ariana.
Is this her?
She's got a hand in it.
That's awesome, dude.
So she's the model?
That's a great cover.
Yeah.
Even if she's Dracula, it's a great cover.
Did she write an article in there? Because that's why people are buying these, right?
I mean, everybody reads the articles, right?
Or did they go back like retro? Are they doing like the penthouse letters to it?
Jesus. Look at this. That's a pretty cool cover.
I do like that. Graffiti covers always hold value too.
I agree. Yeah. And I like covers that make the character like look small on it, like those Silver Surfer covers. This, I don't know,
like the Spider-Man covers with the cityscape stuff on it.
Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Cat lover's gonna love that one.
There's a lot more cat covers. That's what I've been noticing.
Yeah. Ooh, what's that? Inhuck Lee. That's badass. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Akogun, Brutalizer of Gods. That sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah. Sounds like a troublemaker.
Yeah. I might have to check that out. 3 of 3. Yeah. There's an Absolute Power cover. I can't stand Amanda Waller. I think she's such a terrible character, man. So go check out Economics and Comics, you guys. Definitely, you guys, if you're gonna buy from an FOC site, Economics and Comics is a great place to do it. He'll also, like, if you want all the X-Men covers, he's got one where you can get a bundle of all the X-Men covers. So, but also go check out his YouTube channel. He's got his YouTube channel up here, and he has just been killing it. He does these really good FOC speculation videos, top 10 FOC speculation videos. So go check those out too. All right.
Hey, Brian, can I show you one thing? This was the Thundercats 5. I've mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Dynamite.
1 in 10 is a Tau.
Yeah. But that's beautiful.
For Chitara, being the gold, like, that's perfect.
Yeah. Nice. That's gorgeous, dude. Yeah, that's cool shit. This was interesting. Did you guys see this? Check this out. Do you guys know who Metro Boomin is?
I don't.
He's a hip hop producer, right? And he got made his own comic book. Check this out.
This is the first issue.
You saw this?
Yeah, I saw this earlier today.
Yeah,
it looks like it's going to be hard to track down. So
I love how he has the NWO title over his right shoulder.
Yeah.
Man, check out the comic. This is just the first issue. We're gonna keep dropping new issues. Every new issue, we're going with like a different style of art. I just really wanted dope art with a dope storyline. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is the rise, the beginning, but really the introduction of like the villain. Through all the issues, there are certain parallels to my real life, you know, struggles, triumphs, stuff like that. I didn't want to make too direct of a connection, but it's little Easter eggs in it.
That's cool, man.
Really growing up, Batman was always my favorite superhero. He still is. Wolverine was one of my favorite growing up. Iron Man, Deadpool. I remember one time my mom went to Jamaica and she brought me these comics back that I used to always read every day. And I gotta find the hero's name, but it was like a black superhero and like a black comic, and that was real inspiring. I definitely took some inspiration from that going into this. I feel like it's just all full circle, especially with not all heroes wear capes and then heroes and villains. A few months after Heroes and Villains, Spider-Verse soundtrack and film. It's just a world and space I feel very comfortable in.
That's cool.
Man, check out.
I'm gonna have to track one of those down. I was just going through books the other day and I found the Denzel Curry comic that he put out with one of his albums, and I always talk about these whenever musicians do comic books. I think it's cool.
I think if you can figure out what art gallery that is, you could probably order it from there. Would be my assumption.
Enter the Metroverse. There you go, $29.99 right here.
Or just a link to it right from the link tree.
Yeah,
boom.
you can get 10% off. Signed Hyper Limited. What's that? Ooh, there was a variant. It's gone. That one's going to be tough.
Yeah.
That one's going to be tough right there. That's going to be a big deal. That's cool. That's super cool. So definitely check those out. You guys can go here. I'll drop the link. Metroverse.media is where a lot of these are. Is there drama tonight? Oh, there's major drama tonight, just not here tonight.
Drama every night.
Yeah. Jesus.
Derek mentioned earlier, he's like, every time you watch, it's Nate's airing of grievances against the Acolyte, which is probably not false. It's like, I put the poll up. I got a lot of problems with you people. So.
I mean, I'm here, so there has to be drama, right? How that works.
Yeah. It's the Baltimore thing.
Something like that.
There's too much fuckery afoot going on around, right? Or something.
Everywhere.
There's a lot of fuckery afoot, I will say that.
This is pretty cool. Check this out, Nate. Saw this on Mark's Vintage Toys. He got a bunch of Brazilian G.I. Joes.
I was about to say, as soon as you saw Airtight's pants with the stripes.
Yep. This is crazy. There's some really good repaints. Look at this hit and run repaint.
And look at the gun they gave with hit and run.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
these are so rare. If people that collect G.I. Joes know, like, the Brazilian G.I. Joes are very, very rare. That's a very rare run right there. That Dusty. Yeah.
The colors in that Dusty actually, and I get it being colorblind, but I'm like, that actually looks really good with, like, because of the stripes.
Yes. Yeah.
With what he's supposed to be.
Dusty was the first G.I. Joe I ever bought.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
That dirty betrayer.
I was in.
Mine was short fuse.
Short fuse. I was with the store is still there. It was a Smitty's at the time. There was a Smitty's grocery store, and now it's a Fry's Food and Doug, but it's still, the building's still there. I remember it clearly. First time I ever asked my mom for like a G.I. Joe, and it was Dusty, and she got it, and that was it. Game over.
How much was it when you bought it? It was about $4?
I don't remember. It had to be when the figure first came out. So, probably $2.99.
Probably $3.50. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because he would have been out in like 85, 86. Yeah.
Super cool. The G.I. Joe stuff for San Diego is going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely
There's a lot.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
And I will tell you, I was looking at the Super 7 site today just because he was mentioning about, like, I'd seen you guys with the Cobra Immortal on the Ultimate, and then him mentioning about the Snake Eyes with, like, the way they have issue 21, the black and white.
The original art, and then it's like an X-ray.
Yeah, exactly. And I love Dungeons and Dragons, and they've actually got they were releasing talking about, they put out Tiamat. They're going to actually release that at Comic-Con, and there's never been a Tiamat figure.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be, I guess, maybe 18 inches high and maybe 2 feet wide. I don't know, but it's just going to be, because it has to be really big just because the Ultimate line they just started, they've only released 4 figures and no one's gotten them yet. And they're doing Sheila, but they're doing the invisible part. I mean,
that's cool.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff.
I do plan this. I do plan to stop by Super 7 because I saw that they were doing the Dungeons and Dragon dice and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, I have a couple of friends that, like, play weekly, so I was gonna buy them each a set.
This is cool right here.
Yeah. Sheila, Invisible Woman, Tiamat.
We got a lot of good stuff that they're gonna have at San Diego.
So much stuff. Yeah.
San Diego pop-up. What's this? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mikey's Pizza pop-up event. So there you go. 14th Street.
Is that far from us?
I saw. No, you guys will be spot on everything because I saw like their hours. They actually had a list on like the YouTube stuff today. 7 p.m. to close, and they had the hours like exactly like that. I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
And then they've started doing more about the Rattler with G.I. Joe. Like so, with the, I think it's Thursday, like later in the evening. That's when they're going to talk about like the HasLab or G.I. Joe as a panel, and that's when they're going to.
Welcome back to Super Set.
They're going to do a Rattler.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
Peanuts cards. Yeah, I'm really stoked, man. Getting close. It's gonna be nice to go get away for a week, and the only crazy thing is that's cool right there. Look at that. That's awesome. The only crazy thing is that I heard who put it out? Somebody put it out saying that there's the sanitation workers here we go. Hell Destroyer put out this possible convention workers union strike in San Diego looming to hit right before SDCC.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They've got all the leverage. Good for them. See if they can get a couple more bucks.
Yeah.
Well,
yep.
I will tell you guys just real quickly, with Leg, go to the Mattel booth. So if he ever had Two-Face when he was a kid, they're putting out Two-Face. Mattel's doing a special for San Diego Comic-Con. So it separates out the Two-Face character. And it's almost like modular, where you can piece them together and then put them back together. And it looks incredible. It looks fantastic. Like he would love it.
Is Mattel one of those booths that you have to win that lottery system or whatever? Because
I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I put in my requests for which lottery spots I wanted. I'm pretty sure I used a section of, because you're allotted so many credits per day, and so I put Mattel on one of the days. I know that
Mattel is one of those weird things because they don't do things very well, to be honest. I mean, besides the Barbie movie taking off and like selling really well with those, they have butchered a lot of the Masters of or Universe Origin line and stuff like that, and the Filmation line. So, but that Two-Face, it looks awesome.
They're doing it Ken Dreamhouse.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Where all the stuff that you're doing?
I'll find it. I'll send it on.
Did you see the
Are you
Street Sharks that Mattel's putting out?
The what?
Are you talking about the
Street Sharks?
Oh yeah. They're bringing them back?
Yeah, they're San Diego.
I saw a picture. I didn't know if that was. Here we go. Right here.
Are you talking about the lottery system I was talking about?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Here, let me find the article on it to help you.
That's not for San Diego. Is this for San Diego? Yeah. 30th anniversary. Wow.
I put the link in the chat to describe that.
Where did that go? Lost it. Let's do this. Here we go. There we go. There it is. Online exclusive portal returns for Comic-Con. So what are you supposed to do? You just
so there's that Comic-Con portal badge, or for your badge or whatever, right? Like you got the email confirmation for all that stuff.
No, dude, I'm picking up my badge.
Oh, okay. So DeVoe assigned my ticket to my Comic-Con portal account, if that makes sense. So like where it's under my name, it's not just a generic guest pass or whatever.
I gotta find that out.
Yeah. So I was able to put in so for each day you're allotted there's a lottery to go to certain booths that sells exclusives, or if you want to go to a certain panel or autograph signing, whatever. And so each day you're allotted so many credits, and so you put in what you want to try to attend, that's like a ticketed item, right? And then they do a lottery system of what people want, and so you find out before the con what you're what you have that exclusive pass to or whatever.
Yeah.
I threw that in the chat. That too bad. And I may have said Two-Face by accident, but I just threw a.
Yeah, I knew what you're talking
sample.
about.
Yeah, it looks incredible. I mean, I think it looks like one of the best motif figures they've come out with on the Origins or Filmation or any of the He-Man lines in a long time, excluding Mondo. And I will tell you guys, if you go to Mondo, I think is actually going to release the Scareglow figure, like Beastman, Trapjaw, and Skeletor, and I think they're also going to release Nightmare. I think they're calling it. I don't think it's Nightmare, but that's the horse with the wings that he's going to ride. They glow in the dark and they look incredible.
I don't have a pro badge. I have a program participant badge. I don't know if that's different than a pro badge. I would assume it is.
Yeah, I'm mine. If so, you line up at a different spot. Yeah. The only times that we're gonna line up, most of the time we won't even have to line up. But maybe that first day, I don't know. Stupid. The first day that we were there, we had to go stand in line to get in one of the days. Dude, it took forever. It was such a pain in the ass. So I'd rather just walk in through the doors, throughout the day. Not have
I'd rather
to
just
worry
have
about
something
it.
on my phone where I can just beep, I'm in.
Yeah.
Come on, it's 2024. What's up?
Yeah.
I will say, if you have the actual physical passes, like the lanyards and stuff, they're cool to keep. It's just
yeah.
I hate that you can't really get those anymore. Because now you go to a game, you just have nothing physical to keep from the experience.
Oh yeah, the Astros, they don't have tickets anymore. I was trying to find out if I could get one printed for Jason Dominguez's first game, and it's no, you can't. And then the entire stadium, I only saw two people with physical tickets.
Yeah, when this was even years ago, not that long ago, but 21, 22, when you go through and they scan them, the playoffs, they literally would print off. It would have someone Altuve sliding, and they just rip it off. And I would take those and sell them on eBay. And you can get $15 for the paper that they just rip off.
Oh, from the ticket or from when they scanned it. Yeah,
and they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they don't even. Yeah,
stop doing that.
Yeah,
probably because a lot of people were littering them whenever they were leaving the stadium, and then probably astute people would probably pick them up and sell them.
So when I was in Baltimore for holidays first hit, I was trying to find a physical ticket and talking to different people, and it was, everyone there was, for the most part, was just we don't really seek tickets. That's why the lady gave me the button, because she was like, this is the closest you're going to get. She's like,
yep.
And she wrote on it.
What is it? Oh, for.
Oh yeah, you're.
And then Colton Cowser's, he homered on Holiday's first hit.
Oh,
same
yeah.
game. So I'm that was all. That was the best I could get.
Yeah.
Mr. Nobody, ask your question in the chat, and if there's time to answer it on the panel, I'll answer it. But if not, I'll type it out.
Yeah. So, can't collect stubs. You have to tap in. Yeah, I get that. Mm-hmm. All right. I think That's about it. I have a. Do you guys have any? You guys have any sales coming up? You got a sale tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I have a sale tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central. On Whatnot, I've combined the last two shows I had together into one big show, so I have like 200 books listed, and then I have a preview on my Instagram of what's going to be on there, and it's on my listing as well. And I have not been to DEF CON before, but I know what it is.
And I would ask everyone to get people into Yee's sale, because how the hell else am I going to get my G.I. Joe exclusives if he doesn't have any money?
Here's what you for anybody. What time are you going to be doing this?
7 p.m. Central, so that is 8 p.m. Eastern, and then 5 p.m. Pacific.
So I'll probably do mine before you. No, I'll do mine after you. So
yeah, because I was gonna go earlier, but I had band practice from 2 to 3, or that starts at 2 or 3.
Yeah. So make sure you guys jump on Yee's first, and then come hang out with me. I'll be doing a big sale too. I got a ton of stuff. Found a bunch of books. While you're watching this, explain what you're gonna have, Yee.
Oh yeah, so I just pulled a bunch of random books out of different collection, out of my collection. I was like, let's see if people are interested in that. I pulled out some incentives, as you can see. We have the Serenity Adam Q set here. That issue 3 is actually a newsstand. Just thought I'd pull out some cool covers I've always enjoyed. Some early Tyler Kirkham, Philip Tan stuff right here. The Call, just stuff I like and have journal extras of. Thanos 1 of 50. This is a full TIE Fighter set. So, yep. That's a lot of different books I have. Who doesn't love the good old Death of Spider-Man cover, right?
Yeah.
So I just pulled a different eclectic stuff. I tried to pull out some like Deadpool, Wolverine stuff as well. So let's see.
A bunch of shit, man. I got you guys got a trip. So I've got a ton of stuff, but I'm gonna have a full run of Batman Beyond, including a number 1.
Oh wow!
Bunch of Sandman, including number 1 and first appearance of Death. I'm gonna have the first appearance of Spider-Woman. This is the What If, not the 0 issue. Of course, bunch of X-Men keys. Here's the Death. Savage Dragon. Well, a lot of Savage Dragon stuff, or not a lot, but some cool Savage Dragon stuff. Nice. Saga. This is a Saga 5th print right here. Bunch of the Batman runs, Snyder Capullo Batman run. I'm gonna try and have 1 through 10. I got to find a number 6. I've found everything else, but I got to find a number 6. And then I'm also gonna have a lot of the Mask variants for that run, the Death in the Family stuff. A lot of J. Scott Campbell. A lot of Harley, ton of Harley stuff. I got this. Check this out. This is a Bernie Wrightson signed Swamp Thing.
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, second print.
There you go.
The action figure.
Boys R Us. Yep.
Yeah.
So I've got those. I've got, a ton of stuff. So.
Igor, I can definitely pull an X-Force 1. Still in polybag newsstand. What's a
with a Shatterstar card.
I think it's the cable card.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
bought it from Dennis a long time ago.
Yeah, it's got to be a good card then.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of Turtle stuff. I got a bunch of Crow stuff. All the different sets of I got Dead Time, Flesh and Blood, Waking Nightmares. I got the stuff that the new movie's based on. First colored beast, or first furry beast. Madame Xanadu stuff. A lot of Nintendo stuff. I think I'm gonna have a Mario 1 and a Mario 2.
Oh wow. You're pulling out some of the bigger guns now at this point, huh?
A lot of the early McFarlane stuff. Here's a bunch of Mirage Turtle stuff. So I'll have a bunch of the Mirage stuff. And then I like the Mirage stuff. It's cool. But to me, and I'm going to have the first appearance of like Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady. I'll have those. To me, though, my favorite Turtle stuff is this stuff. The Archie adventure stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that's some good stuff there.
Yeah.
That first one with the adventures, that's the first Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady, right?
Yep, I'll have that. I'll have the I love this. The Mondo
That's
Gecko.
a great cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mondo Gecko.
Yeah. That was my favorite. First Mutanimals or whatever. So it's gonna be a massive sale. That'll be after Yee's sale. So go spend some money with Yee and come spend some money with me, and we'll have a good time.
So you guys back to back tomorrow? Is that right?
Back to back tomorrow. Yep.
What time do you plan to start?
Whenever you end.
Oh, because I almost have like 100 and something books listed, but I know I'm not going to run through all of them. I just have like different options out there for people to choose from. That's what it really is.
Yep.
I can sell Wander Franco cards if you really want. I'll start them at $1. I'll be happy if you take them.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about and what Whatnot is, there's a link in the description to where you can get $15 off your first sale. And basically what Whatnot is, if you go sign up using that link, you'll get $15 off your first sale. And Whatnot is basically, it's just a live selling platform. You can watch on your computer. I think you can watch on your computer, right? Or you can watch on your phone and you can buy stuff. And the links will be below. For my sale, you can just follow me on IG and I'll post the links in my link tree. Basically, all you guys have to do is go to the, let me show you guys this real quick. So if you're on YouTube and you go, let's get into the Matrix here real quick. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this, we're in the Matrix, you just go to the description area and you hit this link tree and it'll take you to this place. And this is to get $15. You just click this, you'll get $15 off your first sale. But this link tree, I'll put, anytime I have a Whatnot sale, I put it in the link tree. Any shows, any sales or anything. So just, follow this link tree. It's linktr.ee/Bryan McClay. And if you guys follow that, you guys can get all the sales. You can get the $15 off. You guys can see all the shows, all that stuff. And also, if you check Yee has one also. If you go down, where's Yee's? I should have Yee in here. Do I not? Yeah, right here. I'll put Yee's link tree in here, so you guys can get Yee's link tree too. So let's go do that. And if you want to just go grab Yee's link tree right now, it's the same address, but it's instead of /Bryan McClay, it's /Yeezy Yee. But I'll drop that in the AOA drops it all the time too. But I'll update the description. And you put your sale in here, right?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that right now while I'm thinking about it.
Here it is. Whatnot Easy. Just go click here, and you guys can follow his sales and all that fun stuff.
I'll put up the latest or whatever.
I find that link tree stuff works really, really well. I think I'm gonna figure out a way to make a QR code just going straight to there for Beyond Wednesdays for San Diego that I'm gonna pass around and that type of stuff. So
I thought about buying one of those dots.
Yeah,
where you can just put it on the back of your phone and then someone can just tap it or whatever and then my link was gonna be to my link tree.
How much are those?
Like $20.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a really good idea. So,
like, I was thinking about like making a QR code myself and then finding someone to print out a sticker. I was like, kind of like, I was like, I feel like printing out stickers is going to take too long. Like, let me just get one of these dots or something like that.
Yeah. One of the things that we do want to talk about before we go, though, is Binky's had a homie that got into a pretty serious car accident. Is that correct, brother?
Yeah, extremely serious.
What happened?
Well, that's a good question. It's a lot of unknown right now.
No.
The reason why it isn't unknown is this is my friend Jordan. If you guys are in the DC Baltimore area, you probably have seen or met Jordan at AwesomeCon. He is one of the many folks that cosplays Doctor Strange. You'll see him a lot. So a couple weeks ago now, Jordan basically called his wife and said to his wife, "I just crashed my car and I'm dying."
Oh my God.
Phone line cut off immediately after that. So the suspicion is Jordan had a diabetic attack while he was traveling the back roads, crashed straight into a tree, car exploded.
Oh,
crazy.
Oh my God.
He has been, so we were super lucky. Of all things, a pizza delivery driver was driving down that same back street. This is like a while after everything had happened, and saw the fire and pulled him out and called 911.
That's amazing.
It's literally the only reason he is still alive right now. It's funny. I look over in the chat. Biggie is alive. Yeah, I am alive, thankfully. But he's obviously in a bad way. He's been, since the crash, medically sedated. He's not really sedated, but it's just he's on so much pain killing everything. He's basically in a medically induced coma without being in a medically induced coma.
Wow.
30% of his exterior is covered in burns, 40% internally.
Wow.
Unknown when he will get out of the hospital. Unknown when he'll even be able to have he'll be healthy enough to have a trach put in and a whole bunch of other things. He's in a bad way, very bad way. He's Jordan's strong. Jordan is one of the kindest human beings that I met ever, quite honestly. Was instantly welcoming to me. So
yeah, man, that's a bummer.
One of my friends, as you guys can see, put up a GoFundMe to help with Jordan, to pay for medical expenses and family expenses, and to help his wife with everything, because obviously it's not a very good situation. So I posted on my Instagram about this last week, and I wanted to I wanted to get back here anyway. I'm sure you guys, if you are following me on IG, you've seen I've been a little bit more vocal these days, a little bit more active, definitely in a bit better headspace.
Brother.
But so I posted last week, and I'll talk about it here. So a couple things to unpack and unravel from this. One, diabetes is serious. It's played a huge role in my life in forming who I am and what I've become. Basically, diabetes never kills anyone, but diabetes kills a lot of people. It causes a bunch of other things that you then can't deal with, and that's why you die. Diabetes kill you? No, that other thing killed you, but that other thing happened because of diabetes. This is another prime example of yet another person who now, because of diabetes, their life is quite literally permanently impacted. Like I said, no real timetable for release from a hospital or anything, but we do have this GoFundMe out there. I wrote about it. I mentioned it last week that anyone who donated over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to match those donations when all that's said and done. And I wanted to use this platform and use this community because Jordan is a part of this community. I know we constantly say the comic book community is dead, or this is dead, or that is dead. And I can be kind of an obnoxious asshole about that myself. I'm pretty self-aware as to that fact.
No, you don't say.
Never, right?
Not you. You're the first person I would have thought like is a negative Nancy on anything.
No, not at all, not at all.
Well,
no, but I wanted to throw that out there. If you guys, look, if it's $5, if it's whatever, anything you guys to do, and even if you can't donate, just send in those thoughts, send in those things, getting Jordan's story out there, getting this GoFundMe out there. Anything we as a community can do to help Jordan right now is hugely important for Jordan, for Jordan's wife, for all of these people that are, even in small doses have made such an impact as to me and just being welcoming.
Yeah.
So
that's the best thing about this is our community, man. And I think this is the type of things that we should use this for. So good on you for doing it, man. My brother was seriously impacted with cancer, bone cancer, in many years, about 9 years ago. And the comic book community really rallied around that, and they set up a GoFundMe for my brother. And a lot of people that are in the chat tonight, and a lot of people that have been on this channel, and a lot of people that I've made friends with in this community, was because of that GoFundMe. So it's very important. And what I would suggest is that, if you guys want to give anonymous, no problem. But if you want to give and you're okay with not being anonymous, put from the comic community, and that'll help. It's nice to see, and it quite literally gives us makes our name a little bit better. Comic community can be pretty negative at times, but when stuff like this happens, we definitely show that we are a community, despite what other people say. So very, very cool, brother. I dropped the link in the description. I'll put the link in the description. I dropped the link in the chat if anybody wants to go check it out. If you guys are catching this on the rewind, do like I say, and go if you're gonna give, say that it's from the comic community, and let Jeff know on IG.
Let me know. Obviously, I'm going to take care of you guys too. If you guys are helping out, that's what I'm here for as well. Anything I can do to help these, help Jordan, help Lauren out, just try to make all this at least a little bit more tolerable.
Yeah,
because it's tough.
Yeah, big time. Hey, we all go through it, and I think that's one of the biggest. One of my biggest things in life is empathy, right? And I went through a big part of my life not being empathetic, being very only caring about myself, being very selfish, and I think that one of my best traits now is that I always think about other people first, and that makes you a better person, in my opinion. And people would rather be around those type of people. And we see crazy things every day. We saw crazy stuff today, and it's nice to get away from that stuff and talk about comics in this community. But every once in a while, we got to talk about stuff like this, and we got to give back. And if you're able to give back, there's a good place to do it. Find the link in the chat. Find the link in the description. Go check out Jeff's IG, and find more information on that. And anybody that knows him, drop a comment. So that's another important thing. So, all right, good shit, guys. God bless everybody out there. We live in a crazy world, but we love comics, and we use comics to try and get away from that crazy world. And I appreciate all you guys hanging out with us today live, and you guys coming on today. To be quite honest, I wasn't going to do a show until these guys right here convinced me that we do comics and we do these shows to get away from the craziness. So much love. We'll see you soon. Come hang out with us tomorrow night, me and Yi, on Whatnot. We'll see you there. Adios.